What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing? So, we'll start in a few minutes. We'll let a few people get in here. So this morning, I caught a pretty nice short to the downside. So, yeah, right here off this 5-minute inversion, I got short to sell side pretty much right here inside this. I think there's a 4-hour gap. Yeah. So this low right here, caught that short to this low. So pretty solid short this morning. I did catch a long on, I mean, just a sim, just a sim this morning. So I did catch a long after this 5-minute inversion. So we had the 5-minute inversion. Where was it? It was right in here. But then I took the 1-minute close. So I did get in somewhere, something like this. I got in somewhere around here. So I did catch a long of there. That was just sim though. I was having problems with my Ninja Trader. For some, I would log in, and for some reason it wouldn't pull up any of my charts or my control center or anything. So I can really, this morning I could really only trade top one. So I did take this trade on the top one account. And after that, I was pretty much done. But yeah, so for today, for Asia session, I'm sure you guys saw we had like a 300-point jump up here. So we do have this 300-point jump. We do have this big gap right here. It's on 5-minute, 15-minute. It's on a bunch of time frames. 15-minute gap is right here. So I want to make this blue. Let's do this. How was everyone's New York session? Were you guys green, red? Let's see. Damron made 4,000 on demo between NQ and S. I assume you mean ES, but nice, very nice, very nice. Green Day, awesome. Yeah, pretty good day. Like today during New York session, this was actually much better than I thought. Like this is much better than what I thought it was going to be. Day before FOMC, really nice short right there. But yeah, so over here, we had this massive run right here. Pretty much instant, just 300 points within like 2 minutes. And now we're just going sideways. We're just going sideways right here. We did have this little 5-minute inversion right here. Not really doing much with that. Up here we have this 4-hour. We got this 4-hour gap right here. You can see we pulled up into it and we poked our head up above, never broke through. So we're still in that. We also have the 1-hour gap right here, which is very fresh. So the 1-hour gap is right here. So there's your 1 hour, it's kind of inside. So I just keep the 4-hour drawn. Yeah, so we do have that. Let me go down here to the 5-minute real quick. Yeah, so this morning, this trade, what I liked about this trade was price. I really liked this area right here, this 19,750 level. So I did not just want to get short right here, right, just at the bottom or off something like this, right. I wanted us, so once price opened up, I wanted us to take out this high. We took out this one too, and then we got that inversion off that. So that's why I took that trade right there. We took out these internal highs, got the 5-minute inversion, ripped down. So pretty simple trade. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this right now just so we can kind of clean up the chart. I'll delete yesterday's levels. I'll leave that there since we bounced it. There's London high, Asia high. Okay, yesterday's high. I'm gonna delete this. All right. Yeah, so this is kind of what we're playing with right here. You know, we're just going completely sideways right now. I would not want to do anything in here. Um, you know, maybe we can like rebalance down into this and look for longs back up. But you know, I mean, like right now, like as long as we stay in this area, I probably will not look to do anything. You know, so we'll see. We'll see. Just gonna have patience. I do not want to do anything in this area. As you can see, we're getting tighter and tighter, right? You know, we're so something's gonna happen. So something's gonna happen, but we do have this wick up here, so maybe price does want to come up here and tag that wick. That would be interesting. Oh, by the way, guys, Apex is 80% off again. So use code GC Trading for the best discount. They announced that today. All right, so we have okay, so we took out PM high and PM low. All right. We do have AM low still down there, and that's that level. But yeah, right now I'm just waiting right now. Just waiting. Does anyone see anything? See anything you guys like? If we go bigger picture here, let's kind of see what's going on. So bigger picture, you know, we did let's see what did we do? Where is it for our bigger picture? Yeah, so okay, so we did inverse this 4-hour gap right here. You can see this gap. We did inverse this, and off that, that's when we kind of ran down to that level. We are pulling back up into this gap right here. So if we do start inversing this gap right here, you know, I mean, I can see us. Well, you know, we'll probably push up into the daily if we do inverse this. It's pretty close. Um, if we do start inversing this daily gap, then I can see us pushing to this high. So yeah. If we inverse the daily, we're probably going to buy side up here. And then, you know, up here, like this will be a pretty big point, you know, like we could either rip up here and then either, you know, take out that buy side inside that fair value gap, and then we could look for shorts back down. Or if price does just completely just inverse it like that, okay, then we'll probably be looking for this next weekly gap up here. You know, look to get in some buys, something like that, to that weekly gap. So once we do get up to this level, you know, that's kind of what I'll be looking for is okay, do we respect it? We can look for short. If we inverse it, we can go long. But right now we are just right between these two 4-hour gaps. We got this 4-hour gap right here, and then we got this 4-hour gap down here. So we do have FOMC tomorrow, so in the afternoon. So I will take it light tomorrow morning. I'll only take something if I see a really good setup. Let's drop down to a 1 minute here. See if we see something. Yeah, I mean, like we're still just tightening up here. We're still just tightening up. Not really respecting any PD raise in this area. You know, like inversing this one right here, inversing this one right here, inversing this, and bullish and bearish. All of them are just getting like invalidated here. So that's when you don't want to trade. So, maybe we do kind of come down here eventually and tap into this area, then continue. Maybe we do something like that. We'll see. Just not really something that I want to play with here. I've been liking the New York action recently. The New York AM action. It's been a lot better than this, at least. But yeah, I mean, like for me to take something, like I mean, either we got to like take out this high or something. Take out that. Maybe look for the inversion, or if we do kind of like start ripping down here, okay, we can look for like a long there or something at the 50%. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, like even these 5 minute gaps, like we have a 5 minute gap right here, inversed, 5 minute gap right here, inversed, 5 minute gap right here, inversed, 5 minute gap right here. It's a tiny one, but inversed. Like none, like this, like everything's just getting inversed. Like nothing's being respected. So that means like just stay out at that point. Just stay out. So, but here I'll draw out my or type out my entry model. So first thing we need is a liquidity sweep or a high time frame fair value gap. And then secondly, we need a low time frame inversion. And then let's see, we need so an SMT for bonus. So that's pretty much the entry model right there. Sometimes I like to look for like a market structure shift, things like that. But that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple model. Very simple model, actually. It gives me a lot of leeway in the finding stuff. So, but yeah, that's the model. The biggest thing with this is finding the draw of liquidity. So, like for example, if we go look at this trade from earlier, from this morning. By the way, guys, I do stream in the Discord Monday through Friday at New York Open. In the Discord, link is in the description. It's completely free. That's usually where I do most of my trading. So, but yeah. So for example, right here with this trade, okay. So we took out this right here. We took out that high. We took out this high right there. So that's our sweep. All right. So we have the sweep, low time frame inversion. I mean, this was in this case it'll be the 5 minute. So there's the inversion right there. Take it to that low right there. Boom. So, it's pretty simple. Back up here, price is doing nothing. Check ES real quick. Yeah, same thing. Same thing with ES. But yeah, like I said, most of my trading is done in the morning in the Discord. So let's see what can we look for? I mean, yeah, I mean, like, we're not going to look for anything inside this. You know, inside this, we're not going to look for anything. We need price to come out of that. We need price to get out of that area. I did call out this inversion right here. I didn't take it. I just kind of let the chat know earlier in the afternoon. We had a 5-minute inversion. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Yeah. 5-minute inversion right there. I think we're tapping into something. Let me see. What were we tapping into? I thought we were. But yeah, you know, just the 5-minute inversion right there. Took out that high, took out that high, took out that, you know, took out all these highs, and then just kind of slowly just went down. Nothing crazy off that. I didn't take it, so it doesn't really mean anything. But this was the only trade that I took on a funded account today. Was this one? I think tomorrow should be a lot better for Asia because that'll be after FOMC. So, but yeah, right now just not doing much. Not doing much here. So, you know, you can see 1 minute. I mean, like if we're just like looking at the 1 minute, you know, price took out this high, right? So market structure shift would be something like that. But I mean, like it's not respecting like anything here, you know, like we had this 1 minute candle or this 1 minute gap right here. Price just completely invalidated it, you know, inversed it. so, so, you know, it's not really like this is not really anything to trade. You know, if the market is moving great, you know, yeah, I mean, I'd look for a trade, obviously, but when it's just like this, you know, I like to just have patience. Are you bullish, bias, or bearish? Right now, short term, I don't know. You know, short term, we're just in this range, so I don't really care what we do right now. If we kind of zoom out here on like the 1 hour, um, kind of or the 4 hour, you know, it kind of depends. If we inverse, so if we inverse this 4 hour gap right here, I think there's a good chance we go up here into this weekly gap. Um, but if we do start rejecting this and falling back through, and let's say we do start taking out this level again, okay, then we can probably, you know, if we come through here with like some good movement, we'll probably start looking to flip down. But if we get through this area right here, I could see us hitting that weekly gap. So it kind of depends right now. We are in a little bit of a tricky spot. So, you know, like if I wake up tomorrow morning and this 4 hour gap's inversed up here, you know, I'll look to take out these highs right here. But then let's say we have like a super hard rejection overnight and this candle flips down, right? Then I'll probably look to take this low again. Let's see if there's like a 1 hour that we could look for. Yeah, yeah. Mm. So I mean, like we would have this 1 hour gap right here, the 15-minute gap too, of course. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would like the inversion. I would like the 4 hour inversion better. I don't know if that's what we're gonna get, but I would like for this thing to close somewhere in here, and then we can look to target this up here. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Right now we are hitting that gap, so we're gonna have to get past that. But like I said, in this area, price is not respecting any gaps at all. None of these gaps in here are being respected. There's not really any type of edge here, at least for my strategy. So, like I said, we're just consolidating. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button. I know there's not much action on the stream today, but like, you know, there's nothing I can really take. So definitely not going to force a trade. But yeah, the New York stream at 9:30 a.m. Eastern in Discord. It's completely free. That's where I do most of my trading in the Discord at 9:30 a.m. New York Open. So but like short term, I could see us dipping down into this area, I guess, and then doing that. I could see us doing that. For us to start ripping down lower. I mean, I don't really know what I would. I mean, like there's a massive gap, right? So like when we do inverse this gap, because this thing could just come down here and bounce like this and then go, which would be completely fine. That'll be great. But if we inverse this, gap, then I'll probably look for this level again. I know there's a big gap, but yeah. So basically, if the 4 hour closes above this, I'll look for this high over here. And then if we inverse this massive gap here overnight, then I'll look for this right here. So price is starting to drop down here a little bit. About 30-point drop right there. See if price can take out this low right here. So price did take out this high. We did take this high out right there. That was kind of the first. I mean, like right here, we did take out that high, took out that low right there. But after that, yeah, see if we can take this level out right here. So let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're running for these lows here. Let's check ES real quick, see what ES is doing. All right, so ES, okay, yeah, pretty much the same thing. Maybe we do start getting some movement down through here. I mean, if someone were in shorts, target would be this right here. That would be first target. Second target would be CE down here of this 50-minute gap. All right, so taking that low out right there. After price took out that high, taking out that low. ES not yet, has not taken out that low yet. We got a minute 50 left on this 5-minute candle. See where we close. I'm kind of thinking we go for that wick now at 20,000. Unless we just completely, just take out this low, then just inverse, You were in a short. Hey, I mean, you were in a short, hopped out, break even. That goes. Yeah. I mean, like this, like I said earlier, this area is not really the greatest. The probability in this area is not great. So, there's not really anything that's really telling me to get into a trade. Yeah. Did that 5-minute close yet? Nope. We got 45 seconds on this. So we did tap that 15-minute gap. The 1-hour gap is also there as well. I'll go ahead and just draw the 1 hour. 1 hour is fine. So the 1 hour gap looks like it's right there. So just draw this as 1 hour. So maybe price wants to come back into this, rebalance, and then lift off higher. Maybe we just kind of want to take out this low and then go. So I don't know. I'm not really inclined to take anything yet. So we do have a 1-minute gap right here. 1-minute gap is right there. I see Robert Lee. Welcome back. Welcome back. He says, I would like to see sell side and upper half of busy as support to buy side. Okay. Yeah. I mean, like a continuation off that big move is likely. I don't see us just completely inversing it. I mean, we can. It doesn't mean we can't, but I think the continuation is a little bit more likely. But that doesn't mean we can't like just rip down here first and then lift off. So which it looks like we're gonna go hit this. It looks like that's kind of what we're targeting now. We'll see. We will see. Looks like we might have a 15-minute gap, a pretty big 15-minute gap right here. That'll be the first of the Asia session. Uh, yeah, just kind of like of the overnight. I guess there's that one right there, but um, yeah, we'll see. See what happens. We got 7 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. We could we could flip this completely and then go hit this high. I think this high is going to want to get taken out at some point. I like this high, this wick high. Is your sell side liquidity 20,000? This right here. I could see that. I could see that happening. That's a good plan. Very good plan. It's always good to have a plan before the market gets there. Yeah, prices running to that low. That's kind of what we expected once we kind of started breaking through this. Let's see if we do take it. Did ES take it? ES did not take the low. NQ did not either. If we don't take that low, I think the delivery of this wouldn't be so great for this session. All right, so 5 minute gap is going to be closed in 20 seconds here. So, let me delete this. So with this gap right here, with this 5 minute gap, this is just an idea. I probably will not take it, but this is kind of like the best thing that I'm seeing is this 5 minute gap right here. We took out this low, did not take out that low. If we do come down here and tag that and then flip through that, and we inverse this gap right here, we do have another little gap up here and another 5 minute gap. So like, let's say we do flip through this and then we do inverse this. Maybe you could do something like this. Probably, I'll probably do something like that. Well, I probably won't take it, but that's probably the best thing that I'm seeing is like inverse this. We get in on that inversion to this wick high up here. Maybe TP1's like that high right there, and then look for that up there. Here, I'll just leave that on the side for now. It'd be something like that. I would say. Yeah, let's see what happens here. See what happens. If we get like a really, really strong just move up here, just a really strong buy sequence, then that would give me a little bit more confidence to take it up there. I like the way you explain all that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. All right. Price just kind of died out here the past few minutes. Okay. Right when I said that, it decided to push. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, so we do have this 5 minute gap. We do have we actually have two. I just drew them both and I combined them. Um, but yeah, we'll see. If we just to get a strong, buy sequence through this, you can I guess you can look to go long. This is not a signal service. I don't provide signals, not financial advice, but I'm just kind of talking out loud here, or thinking out loud. Sorry, thinking out loud. Um, yeah, okay. So we did go up there. We did tap that 5 minute gap. Kind of pulled back off of it. If you guys are still bearish, here if you guys are still bearish here, maybe you guys could look for you guys could use the 5 minute gap for an entry. So find like an inversion, find like a 1 minute inversion or something inside that, and look to go short to that sell side, to that low. If you guys are still bearish, then if we just get a nice strong buy sequence through this, and then we can look for that long there. Like for example, if we go look at the trades from this morning, so this trade right here, right? So we got in on this trade on the 5 minute, right? But look at how nice this was, right? It kind of chopped here, but then after that, just boom, 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 right? And then we just pushed through, put in that little block right there, right? So that was nice. But then also right here, remember I did talk about this long right here, right? So we had this 5 minute gap. Again, I combined both of them, right? So we did take out that low, right? And then we started pulling up through here through this level. And then I did get long somewhere in here again, just on a sim. My Ninja Trader was not working this morning. So this short right here was funded. This was a funded trade, but this one right here, this long was a sim account. But I liked it because there's really, really nice push that we had up to it. So like we took out that level and price just had this really nice buy sequence, just a bunch of bullish candles right through that. And I took that 1 minute close right there. And then we started ripping. And I think I did get tagged out of this for, I don't remember where. I think it was, maybe the 5 minute. So I think first target was like right here. Yeah, I mean like both exits were like right there. But yeah. Anyways, so back over here. What are we doing? We're tapping into the 5 minute gap again. Cannot really close inside it. So again, if you guys are bearish, you can look for that 1 minute inversion in there to take out this low right here. If you guys are bullish, you guys are gonna want to wait. You guys are gonna want to see a nice buy sequence through this, and then you're gonna want to see that close up above to inverse these two 5 minute gaps, and then you can look for that long back up to there. But so far, price cannot even get inside. I mean, price just wicks inside that. So we'll see. Tamara says she's bullish for now. Nice. All right, so price is starting to push through that. We are starting to push inside that. So let's see if this gets really strong through this. If it's super weak, then we'll just chill, of course. All right, so we are starting to push through that a little bit. Yeah, pretty. We are starting to pick it up here. When does this 5 minute close? 5 minutes got a minute 50 left. Again, this is not high probability area. We're back in this area. The only thing that makes this a little bit better than from before is we took out this low. Right, so we took out that low. We're seeing speed push through this inversion. We haven't inversed yet, of course. But if we do get that would be a little bit better to take that long. Let's drop down to the 1 minute again. All right. So we do have this 1 minute gap. So we do want to see price kind of hold this. If we are bullish, we are bearish, we want to see that get inversed. We got 20 seconds left on the 5 minute. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I don't think I want to put any type of risk on this. Maybe I'll do like an eval. We can inverse it. All right. All right. So I am in just on an eval. No funded account on this, but I am in on this. So first target for this will probably be either this high or this high. I'll probably just go to break even. So okay, so I'll go to break even here at this high, and then I'll take half off there and let the rest go up there. So we'll see. Yeah, ES inverse too. So, right now we want to see price get past this area right here. We want to see it get past that area. If not, then we'll just keep chopping through here. We got a minute 40 left on this 5 minute. I would like for this 5 minute to close up above that, up above this high right here. If we don't close up above that high, I'll probably just get out. Because like I said, this isn't really like amazing, of course. So we got a minute left here. I honestly might just go to break even now. I don't really want to put on much risk here. Like even if we do come back down and get it. All right, so my stops are break even now. I did go to break even a little bit early, but like I said, don't want to put on a lot of risk here. So my first target for this will be this high right here. So stops are at break even. So just kind of shrink. Nah, I'll leave that there for now. So we are pushing up through that high. That is nice. That's pretty nice right there. Yeah. First target will be. Wait, let me put it in here. All right. I'll take some off right here. First trim will be right there. Low resistance above, then we have relative equals low below. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right, so just took my first trim right there. We are ripping, guys. We are ripping. Are we gonna hit this wick up here? So, all right, yeah. So I took off, half my position at that area. I'll probably let the rest go. I'll probably trail it a little bit, honestly. I usually don't trail, but I think with this momentum, I think we should rip up here and hit that. If we do start halting out around here, then I will get out. My trail is just right below this candle. And again, I usually don't like to trail, but in this scenario, I will trail. So Is anyone in this trade here? Anyone in this trade? Looks like we are having a little bit of trouble up there at that area. Let's watch this 1 minute gap. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Here, let me drop down over here. Okay, so if we do inverse this 1 minute gap, then that's where I'll get out. Really want to see price hold this 1 minute gap. We'll just take profit if we get below it. Okay, cool. Nice. Nice. Yeah, so this is what we're looking for. We want price to hold this. My stop in profit is just right below this level. So I mean it's already a really good trade, especially for Asia. If we can go up there to that high, it's even better. We just want to see this CE get held. If the CE does not get held, then I'll make this different color so you can see it better. So if the CE does not get held, then I will get out, even if it's just a wick. Yeah, so guys, Apex is 80% off again. So use code GC Trading. It'll always get you the best discount. Also, for Take Profit Trader, they are 30% off. No activation fee. No activation fee will end pretty soon here for Take Profit Trader. So GC Trading as well. That'll give you the best discount always. Also, guys, I do stream in the Discord at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, pretty much New York open for free. So link for that is in the description. Tamara says she's holding. I went ahead and took a screenshot while Very nice. Hey, it's good. It's good. There's a saying where people say where if you start taking screenshots of your profits while you're still in it, that's a good time to take profit. That's what a lot of people say. But anyways, so right here, we are still holding that CE. If we dip back through here, my trailing stop's just right below this. I do want to see this thing just rip through here. So all right, so let's see if price can flip here. We got 20 seconds on this candle. If this candle can flip bullish here, that would be great. That would be great. Three, two, one. Wow, look at that close. Last second, flip bullish. So yeah, let's see if we can take out that high. Let's see if we can take out that high up there. Because we are holding this bullish P array so far. So far we are. So we are up about 30 points right now. The high was 44 points. Oh, you posted a screenshot. Let's go take a look at it. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. Nah, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot harder live. It's a lot harder. So, again, my trailing stop is just right below this. So we did take half off right there. So that's 0.85. The other half would be like a zero point 0.6. It wouldn't be bad. A nice little scalp. Nice little scalp trade. I am trying to see if we can flip here and push higher through that. What do you guys think is going to happen? You guys think we're going to hit our in profit stop right here, or you think we're going to push higher? What are you guys thinking? Let's hear it, chat. Let's hear it. Push higher. Okay. I like the enthusiasm. I like it. We got 4 likes. We got 4 likes, but 10 people watching. That means that 6 people have not liked this stream. 6 people have not liked it. Jocelyn says higher. Short-term high of reverse. Yeah. I mean, so far, probably the second I say this, it's going to flip. But so far, price is held above the CE. But then also, what's holding us down? If we really zoom in here, what's holding us down? Right? Why can't we get past this level? Well, we have this tiny 1 minute gap. So, that's like if we can inverse this little 1 minute gap, yeah, like I can see us pushing higher. So that's kind of what we're battling between is okay, there's a 1 minute gap and then that 1 minute gap. So I know it's a tiny gap, but I mean, just from the looks of it, it looks like it's holding it down. So we do have a little gap right here too. Little gap on the 1 minute. We are starting to stall out after we took out that high. I mean, price, like honestly, like price might want to just pull back and then continue for that wick high. I'm glad we took half off here. Our stop is just right up above this, right below this. If we can inverse this 1 minute, I think we're going to push higher. Price just having a really tough time, surprisingly. We got 45 seconds left in this candle, so we do want to see that close up above. So it's just getting pushed down. It goes up there, gets pushed down. It could, but I'm sure you know what happens after accumulation, right? So, whichever way this thing manipulates, like the thing is, if this manipulates down, then it's probably gonna hit my trailing stop. So like if we just keep accumulating here, I'll probably just close it out. Or maybe I'll just like leave it and then like go do something else. Here, I'll give it till the end of this 5-minute candle. Till the end of this 5-minute candle. If this thing is not inverse that, then I'll hop off and I'll just close it. If we do inverse it, we'll stay in. I mean, like, what are we doing here? Like, if we look at each candle, well, actually, that made a lower low, so no, never mind. We are making higher highs, but we're not closing. I want to see the 1-minute close up above that gap. We got 18 seconds to do so. Let's see if we can do it. We got 5 seconds. Is it gonna do it? Nope. See, I mean, like, look at this, guys. Look at this. It's about to do it, and then it just does not do it. Let's check ES. See what ES is. Okay, ES is even more dead. ES, ES is even. So this is probably what's gonna do. It's probably gonna do this, take out this low, and then rip. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I think. So one thing that I did like about this trade, like again, I didn't love it. That's why I took it on an eval, not like a funded account. But one thing that I did like about it was this turn right here. And then after we turned, we just had this really nice buy sequence right through this. Is boom, 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 boom. 5-minute right here. There's that close, right? We took out that low. And then, we do have that wick high for the continuation or to target that wick high. The only thing is we got to get past this. Well, right now we got to get past this 1-minute gap. Did the 1-minute? Oh, did that close? I don't think so, but no, we didn't. Still close below. See what this one does. Okay, okay, okay. Yep. Here, maybe if we where is it? Oh, I turned this. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go, guys. The magnet pulling our trade. We got so this 1-minute is going to close up above right here. The magnet's working, guys. I want to see us close above this high right here. Let's check ES. See what ES is doing. So for the bulls, same thing with ES. You want to see price hold this gap. So a little hard spike right there. Ugh. Let's guys, let's see. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Still holding the CE. Still holding the CE. I like that close. If we close up there bullish. Where's the 5 minute? 5 minutes not looking the greatest right now. We got a minute 55. See if we can close. You know, I want to see us close above 20.097. I want to see us close up there. Move your stops up. Yeah, I mean, like we're in some pretty good profit right now. You know, and this like if price were just like to just absolutely just keep ripping here, you know, but we are in some pretty good profit. So my stops are right there. If we come back through that, that would kind of be an invalidation unless we just kind of take out this low and flip. So I don't know, you know, just to secure it. It's there. Sounds good. See you later, Robert. Thank you. Thank you. Join the Discord. I'll post if this thing wins or not in there. Well, I mean it already won, but I'll post if we you know, if we hit full TP. You know, I'll probably hop off here. You know, this thing could be a while, and I gotta go make dinner. So we are pushing higher. So that's wait, maybe. Ooh. Ooh. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna go make dinner. So thank you for watching, guys. Remember, I stream at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, New York Open in the Discord. A link for that is in the description. Also, use code GC Trading for 80% off Apex and 80% or 30% off and no activation fee. Take Profit Trader. So this will always get you the best discount. GC Trading. So thank you for watching, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. You know, I'll let you guys know what happens to this trade in the Discord. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.